All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are doing a training on Profitagility. It's one of our amazing vendors that we have in the back office. Hopefully you have all signed up for it. If not, all you need to do is go into your back office, go down here to the Travel Cafe. Once you pull that up, you can go into the Travel Cafe, go down here to suppliers, and then supplier by country, USA. And then what you're going to do is go down, it's in alphabetical order. And just like any vendor and attend boot camp, because they go over the vendor trainings, always pay attention to exactly what it says. So right here, Profitagility, you're going to click here. And from here, you're going to register. So not just the ability to profit, but the agility to compete. So this is a great program for lodging reservation systems. Okay, and it's got great pricing for us. They used to have it to where kind of like Evo Plus, where we just add our own commissions, but they have now moved it under Archer. Commissions determined by the travel agent portal, and then contact information. All of them have contact information, how to register. And then here is, I wonder how long this is. Let's take a quick look. 5 minutes. So you can watch this video. We can watch it together and then go in and practice. What's your thoughts?
Sure, go right ahead.
I mean, if it's 5 minutes, so let's do it, and then maybe we can play along.
Yeah, and you can click on the YouTube. If you click on the YouTube, what theme jigger or just the full screen? Just
Yeah,
the full screen there.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear it?
When searching for accommodations, we realize it can be a challenge to find the perfect fit for your client's needs. With so many options to choose from, like hotels and private homes, finding the perfect balance of amenities, space, and convenience is key. But what if you could provide your clients with the amenities and service of a hotel and the full kitchen and ample living space of a private home? With Resort Weeks from Profitagility, helping your clients experience a better way to travel has never been easier or more profitable. We're proud to offer access to spacious, amenity-filled accommodations at high-end 3- to 5-star resorts in some of the world's most desirable vacation destinations and at prices typically well below general public rates, all with the ability to set your own commission. From Hawaii to Las Vegas, Orlando to Cancun and beyond, we have a resort week to meet your needs. But what exactly is a resort week? Resort weeks provide 8-day, 7-night stays at resorts ranging from 3 to 5 stars and are available as studios and 1, 2, 3, or even 4 bedroom units. What makes resort weeks stand out compared to hotels and at-home stay options? While hotels are nice, they often offer small, single rooms with a cramped bathroom, no access to a balcony, postage stamp pools with a microwave and a mini fridge if you're lucky. That led to the rise of homestay options, which offer more space, multiple bedrooms, a kitchen, and the option for your own personal pool. But these homes are inconsistent in quality and cleanliness and are typically far from what most destinations are known for. With Resort Weeks, you get the best of both worlds. You'll enjoy larger accommodations with the option for multiple bedrooms and multiple well-appointed bathrooms, a full living room with balcony and full kitchen with full-size refrigerators and range, consistent quality and cleanliness, and a wide range of on-site amenities that could include multiple resort-style pools and jacuzzis, planned recreation activities, sports courts, restaurants, concierge services, and more, all in the heart of the action. Resort Weeks offer a higher level of service while still delivering the privacy and convenience your clients are looking for. Even if your clients don't need to stay for a full week, Resort Weeks are still a great option due to their extremely competitive rates. The amenities and convenience Resort Weeks offer would be worth exploring, even if you only need a few nights of the stay, especially with weekly rates as low as $299, plus any applicable resort fees. Your client would simply check in on the normal check-in date and could leave whenever needed. There is no obligation to stay for the entire duration of the reservation. You're probably thinking this sounds like a timeshare, And in many cases, you're right. We have access to unique, exclusive inventory sources from a wide range of accommodation types, including high-end timeshare resorts. But don't worry, there's absolutely no requirement for your clients to attend any presentation whatsoever should you book them a resort week at a timeshare property. They simply get to enjoy all the benefits of staying at a high-end timeshare resort without the responsibilities of ownership. Have a client looking for a last-minute getaway? This is where resort weeks really shine. Our last-minute deals on resort weeks offer deeply discounted rates for stays booked within 60 days from check-in, with 8-day, 7-night stays available for as little as $299. Not only does this help you secure a quality accommodation for your client at a great rate, but it also offers you incredible potential to increase your commission. Resort weeks are often available to agents well below general public rates, and we provide you the ability to set your commission to meet the needs of you and your client. For example, if you're looking to book a one-bedroom unit with an inventory cost of $399, but a general public rate of $1,200, you could decide to sell this to your client for a great low rate of $899, providing you with a commission of $500. Need to drop the price or looking to make more commission? You have the ability to change the price of the reservation to meet your individual needs. And when it comes to payment, each commission check is sent as soon as your client travels, helping to reduce your wait time and ensure you're paid as quickly as possible. We hope you make the most of this unique opportunity to help your clients enjoy the best that our resort weeks have to offer, all at incredible rates. If you have any additional questions about resort weeks or booking through Profitagility, please be sure to reach out to your Profitagility representative for more information. Remember, at Profitagility, we're dedicated to providing you not just the ability to profit, but the agility to compete.
Perfect. All right. So that was very interesting. So let's go ahead and go into Profitagility right here. All right. So I have actually used this a lot. Well, not a lot. I've used it twice. One, I actually got this one. When you search for last minute deals, and I'll search, I think somebody wanted me to search for Jensen Beach. So we'll check that in just a moment. But I just wanted to show you, and then we can go into additional stuff. But last minute deals, guys, amazing, amazing. And when you have people that are flexible and like ready to go, they're like, I want to get out of here, or do a mock bookings, guys, because these are absolutely amazing. In this case, this is the one I went to. It's a 3-bedroom, $230 for the entire week. It's right outside of Costa Rica. But if you look at it, and again, it's not the most wonderful, beautiful place, but it was absolutely perfect for us. Full kitchen, all appliances, washer, dryer. We were right here next to the pool. And it was funny because it was just my friend and I, and Charles and Gail and Bill are like, you're there in a 3-bedroom with just the two of you, we're coming. So if you look here, this is for June, 3-bedroom, June 22nd, regular $1,000. This is our price. And as I said, you can go in and add the commission. Now, in this particular case, you always want to double check, make sure, they get the confirmation. In my findings with Profitagility, a lot of times it may take a few days. You don't get an instant one most of the time. So in my case, I don't think I even got one. And I got there and they're like, I don't have your reservation. I'm like, we're here now. So I hope you do. So luckily they did find it and they did let us in. I didn't have to pay any deposits or anything. Everything was taken care of. So we did the same thing for Disney World. Okay. And as you look down here, we have actually Cabo. We have Las Vegas here, Anaheim. I actually owned this timeshare in Anaheim, Worldmark. I got rid of it since I'm a travel agent now. I don't need to pay those expenses anymore. But look at this, $336 for the entire week. It's actually right down the street from Disneyland. 1-bedroom, sleeps 4 for the entire week. Look at that. It's regularly $22.50. Then you can make commission of $765. So it's an absolutely amazing deal. Now, these again are last minute, usually within the next, 30, 60, 90 days. Okay. But still a great savings. Look at that $1,300 savings. So these are like great ones to put on a mock booking right here, a savings of $1,900. So you could sell it for say 1,100 and then you get the 80% of that. So definitely great opportunities here. Like I said, Hilton Grand Vacations, Las Vegas, 336 for Las Vegas. What? You can go to Las Vegas and again check the things. The 1,900 is usually, but some of them are, 6, 4, 6, 8. Divide that with a family, and people are paying $20 a day. Worldmark, amazing, Pompano Beach. So just wanted to kind of show you those. Then you can search by location. So Joanne wants to search Jensen Beach. So let's look and see what we have. When you add the commission, how much do prices usually increase? So we'll go ahead and play with that too in just one moment. So Jensen Beach, there it is. Okay, so let's see what comes up. Is this where you're moving?
No, but this is Turtle Reef Club is we love it. Like this is one we absolutely love, and sometimes it comes up. That's why. Yeah,
Oh,
right there, Turtle Reef.
Turtle Reef. Okay,
That one is like 50 steps from the beach.
nice.
It's awesome.
So you look here. So right now it's available in August. So it's a savings of $400, still a great savings. You can sell it, add the additional, usually what we usually do is divide the difference when we do that stuff, but 220. So you're selling it for, $1,000, saving them 240. So let's go ahead and do this one just so we can see the commissions and stuff.
I've seen this one as low as 400, not in the middle of the summer.
Nice. Okay. So commission control. Okay, so right here, there's no commission added. This is like our price, but you want to make money, right? So we're going to go all the way up here. And again, that's where you ask, what is your budget, or what are you comfortable spending a night or something like that? What are you looking for? And that way, let's just say that, their budget is 1,300. Perfect. I got this for 1,240. I'm beating, I've got you, taken care of. Or their budget is only, 1,200 or whatever. So you can go down and adjust it, and, you play with it that way. So let's look and see also read terms and conditions. So let's take a look at that. I understand there may be additional fees due at check-in. That will be paid directly to the resort, such as resort fees, parking fees, transient accommodation, tax. Not included in the final price, will be responsible at guest check-in. Just like in Vegas, resort fees are paid when they come to the hotel. All reservations are non-refundable, non-transferable upon booking. So once you book it, no transfer. So let's take a quick look here, see if it says anything. Profitagility. So again, read all the small print and stuff. Just like all inclusive, if I haven't seen any, but we'll look and see if we can find one. That's probably paid at the hotel also. So let's go ahead and just put me in here so we can see the process.
And you have to check that box, Marnie. You have to check that little.
I read it. There we go. All right. So Turtle Reef. Put my address, my payment information. By clicking complete, I acknowledge I read the instructions and understand, agree to the terms and conditions related to the purchase, acknowledge there may be additional fees at time of check-in. Again, when they say, well, nobody told me that, it's right here. Okay, so
that's what I wondered from this one, if you can actually know how much those are. That's what I wondered about Profitagility.
Yeah. Well,
you guys really spell that out.
Right. So let's keep looking and see. We use secure transfer. Okay. Have a resort promo. Usually not.
If you hit complete booking, can you hold it? No. You have to.
I think so. Let me put it in and just see.
Okay.
Well, I don't ever put my credit card, but let's just see.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say you might not want to put your credit card in because it says non-transferable, non-refundable. So
I don't think this card's valid anymore, so hopefully not. In my email. About to be my sister's card. What the heck are you doing?
Well, that's what I was thinking. You might not want to put your credit card in yet.
You did not.
But it looks like
Yeah.
you probably cannot hold it. That's what I
Yeah.
wondered. I don't think you can because I called Profit Agility one time and I said, I really want this, but the thing wasn't going through. And she said, well, we can't hold. So I don't think you can.
Okay. All right. So resort weeks versus last minute limited deal. Want to learn more about, is that what we just watched? Okay, let's look at frequently asked questions. Good, that email came to me instead of my family, so. All right, how do I qualify? Your agency qualified to become a subscriber, so we're good there. Who is the company behind Profit Agility? Backed by Advantage Services.
We're not seeing.
Oh, my slide?
We're not seeing your screen.
Okay, so I clicked on frequently asked
We
questions.
just see the one that says.
You see
Okay,
it
there we
now?
go.
All right, so who's behind Profit Agility? Advantage Services, award-winning technology company, travel aggregate since 1993, terms and conditions. Is it for travel agents only? Yes. Works exclusively with travel agents, does not sell direct to consumers. Can I share my Profit Agility? Of course not. No, we're not supposed to share our sign-ins. Can my Profit Agility be revoked? Of course. For example, access can be revoked due to failure to comply with terms and conditions. So again, never share your information. How can I receive training? Profit Agility offers a variety of information, resources, frequently asked questions, internet tutorials, among other information. Terms and conditions, resources are important and valuable. Please note that this is responsibility of you and your agency. And once you sign up, they do usually send out things. I haven't seen it lately, but like they'll do a training every so often. So attend those. Are there any advertising and marketing restrictions in connection with the accommodations? Yes. Refer to terms and conditions available for viewing through the Profit Agility homepage for details. So we'll take a look at that. I know a lot of times when we do like mock bookings and stuff, or, when you post a hotel and stuff, you don't put the name of the hotel, you don't put the, the amount or where it's at exactly. You just say, I have this amazing condo in, Kissimmee or in Orlando. And then once you're talking to them and have a prospect, then that's when you can share the information. But when you post on social media, I think you're just supposed to post like pictures of the room and stuff, but not the details of the resort itself. But we'll check that terms and conditions. Can I use my Profit Agility access to service a travel club, vacation ownership program, timeshare plan, or similar membership programs? No, that type of use is strictly prohibited. How much commission can I earn? That's a favorite question. Game changer when it comes to commissions. You can forget about being boxed into a fixed rate. You can also stop trying to reach an unattainable volume before earning commissions you desire. Profit Agility, you control your commissions. Each accommodation offer starts with the standard agent commission, but through our commission control feature, you can increase your commissions until reaching your commission control max, which is reached when reaching the maximum suggested sale price we set for the customer. Flexibility allows you to make some really impressive commissions, and this allows you to modify the customer price to be competitive and close the sale. Most agents simply increase their commissions to the commission control max first, and then start to lower it until they reach an ideal balance between a good discount for the customer and the higher commission for themselves. FYI, highest commission control maximums normally found when booking resort weeks. Okay, so I guess they compare to that. Can I sell at a net rate? Yes, you are in control of your commissions. So to sell at a net rate, simply reduce your commissions until you believe the customer price is just right for the close of sale. However, many of our accommodations already priced so low that they could already be considered net rates by most standards before having to reduce your commission. So always pay attention first to how the default Profit Agility customer price compares to our maximum suggested sale price. first before you think you have to reduce it. And again, you can sell it to yourself, right? Can I lower my commission to 0? Yes. Again, if you don't, you want to have a family member that wants to go. But if you'd like to lower your commissions, making reservations, family and friends, just want to be more competitive on the price, customer control, will allow this. However, many of our accommodations are already priced so low that you may not need to do this. As always, pay attention to the Profitagility customer price compares. When can I expect to receive commission? Commissions are paid after the scheduled checkout dates have passed, just like in any of our vendors, majority of them, because you never know if they show up or cancel or have problems, etc. So pursuant to the subscriber agreement signed with your agency, commissions paid directly to you, the agency of record. So please contact your agency regarding your commissions. Does all pricing include tax? Yes, taxes are included. Resort fees may not be included. And in some locations, additional fees may be charged. These fees are noted within each accommodations offer. Okay, so we'll do a little more research there. Can I view my booking online? Yes, each travel agent has access to all their bookings and commissions through a travel agent administrative system subject to subscriber agreement. Do children receive a discount? All pricing with the Profitagility is in connection with the offer. When all-inclusive rates apply, so they do have some, children discounts are also disclosed with the accommodation offer. Is there a senior citizen discount? No. Highly competitive pricing, senior discount, we would be inflating our price and discounting it again. Prefer to simply provide good value for everyone. What currency do they use? US dollar. All payments US dollar. However, they do have a currency converter at the top of the booking page. What credit cards do they accept? Major credit cards, again, just typical. Important credit card handling is a high regulated practice. You're required to comply with the specific credit card handling guidelines, terms, and conditions. Get your credit card authorization form. Make sure it's the same person. Are my reservations guaranteed? Yes, absolutely. Every reservation is guaranteed in writing to ensure your guests will enjoy a hassle-free trip. You can view more details on the reservation guarantee within terms and conditions. What is the quality of the property? 3 to 5 star properties. We do not offer ratings below 3 stars. So again, great. All-inclusive properties available. Yes, Profitagility may include all-inclusive mandatory properties in addition to non-all-inclusive. All-inclusive properties popular in certain locations, mainly Caribbean and Mexico, can provide additional value that some guests enjoy. All-inclusive, normally inclusive meals, beverages, activities, non-motorized water sports, and entertainment. When accommodations are at an all-inclusive mandatory property, a mandatory purchase of all-inclusive package is required. When accommodations are at the resort week property, the all-inclusive package is paid at time of check-in. So again, we do not collect that. It's at time of check-in. All-inclusive packages normally based on a person per night. In every case, when an all-inclusive mandatory property is offered, the all-inclusive details will be clearly indicated in conjunction with the offer. You will always be fully informed in advance of confirming a reservation. It is important that you talk with your customer in great detail about all-inclusive mandatory offers to ensure that the offer will meet their expectations. And Joanne, I don't know if you're there, but if you want to look at terms and conditions for maybe the all-inclusive so we can see what it says. What is all-inclusive optional? What is all-inclusive optional? Well, when the accommodation indicates all-inclusive optional, this means a guest can choose to purchase all-inclusive at the time of check-in, but the all-inclusive is not mandatory. So like I own a timeshare in Mexico, and it's either all guests pay or they don't pay, and you can only do it like within the first 2 days or whatever.
Yeah, I'm here. What did you need me
I
to
wanted
do?
to know if you could look at the terms and conditions and do a search for all-inclusive just so we can see what it says
Okay,
on there.
sure.
Are my guests required to attend a sales presentation? No, and that's very important, guys, to remember that even when we do our vouchers and stuff. Remember, Profitagility are exclusive offerings made available. A private invitation-only relationship should be presented as such. Some properties are active in private club ownerships, loyalty programs, but Profitagility guests are not required to attend a sales presentation. However, they may be invited to. As a user of Profitagility, you are prohibited from discouraging any guest from attending the on-site presentation or discouraging a membership purchase while visiting the resort property. So, you can, but they discourage you because, again, they're giving us that special deal. A violation of this policy will result in termination of your access to Profitagility. Keep in mind, many guests enjoy attending the club presentations and enjoy the inducement gifts offered, money, free nights, free tickets to amusement parks, etc. So for more importantly, you should always remain focused on positive sales practices that will not damage the property you profit from. If a prospective guest asks a question regarding sales practices that will not damage the property you profit from. If a prospective guest asks a question regarding sales presentation, that's the approved response is some properties are active in membership sales. You are not required to attend a presentation in connection. However, many guests find the presentation valuable and offer valuable inducements to attend them. This certainly is entirely up to you. So that's a good verbiage, right? So you're telling them it's not required, but they may want to do it. All right, read the terms and conditions, and then how many more do we have? Dang, okay, so just a few more we'll do, and then they can go in. Watch out, come on. Okay, here's where you says, can I change or cancel a reservation? No, the cancellation refund policy is disclosed. Watch for this important information. Be sure to disclose the policy prior to making the reservation. What do I need to give my client once they paid? Once you properly complete a booking, you receive a customer booking receipt and customer reservation confirmation. You must immediately forward to your customer. In some cases, you will receive these documents separately and not on the same day. Can I hold the accommodation? So here it is, Joanne. Yes, Profitagility allows you to hold the resort accommodation. When a hold is allowed, you will see a hold button that allows it. So in that case, it maybe wasn't available, but in some cases it is. So it allows you to place, I got hair all over my nose, accommodations on hold. The hold time is disclosed at the time of the hold. Profitagility will notify you by email before holds expire. You can manage the holds when selecting My Holds from homepage. It is not possible to hold accommodations that are not resort weeks. Can I send a property profile to my client? Yes, each listing provides the ability to send the private property profile link to your customer. How can I reserve the specific room view, such as ocean view, pool view? Specific views are only possible when specifically guaranteed within the accommodation description. Otherwise, room assignments are made at time of check-in. Guests may request a specific room at check-in, however, not guaranteed and always based on availability. And then how can I reach Profitagility after hours? So there's the information. Can I contact them for additional availability? No. Your Profitagility access include accommodations that your agency is entitled to reserve. Therefore, additional availability cannot be provided by phone. No reservations are permitted reserved by phone with Profitagility. However, keep in mind new accommodations are added frequently. Be sure to check daily. Can I give my customer the Profitagility number? No, they're our clients. We need to take care of it. Resort week specifics, how are they different? Okay, so they got more on the actual type of units, etc., hotels, and so forth. So go ahead and read that stuff. Good information, right? So here she just pulled up this. So let's take a quick look here and see what it says about the all-inclusive. Okay.
I tried to browse it and I didn't see it, but I didn't find. Oh, you've got a little search button there that you could just hit the little search thing and type in all inclusive. Mine didn't come up that way.
All right. So can you see my thing? All inclusive, all-inclusive fees, detail to customer service, airfare. Okay, so it doesn't actually give okay, what's this one here? The ratings, okay, 7 night, 800. Okay. All right, anybody want to check anything on here? The terms and conditions?
I have seen, like when I've looked up an all-inclusive, it's like 495 per person for the week. Like I haven't found them to be great. I have found what you found, like your one that you found in San Jose. I have found that to be a better option than the all-inclusive option. The all-inclusive, by the time you add it in, it ends up being very close to the actual price.
Got it. Okay, so again, you can do sorts here, okay? Sort by resort, view by reservation, agent dashboard, Let's see what's there. Oh, look, I made $12. Woo, woo. So these are probably my two that I went to. This was Costa Rica, and then this was Disney World. So look, I made $12. Woohoo! Um,
And yours was like 180, wasn't it, in 2022?
yeah. Um,
Yeah, it was like crazy
yeah. So
good.
um, booking history. Oh, there it is. 138. 138. And then 326 was the Disney World one. That was it. Yeah, because this was
Those are just both
yeah, this
amazing.
was a 3-bedroom condo in 15 minutes from Disney World. Sleeps 8. We got
Wow.
it for 326 for the entire week.
Wow.
And then yeah, 138. Look at that. I thought it was 238. It was 138 that we paid for Costa Rica. So view details. So there.
What I remember is you were doing this training
Uh,
and you saw that deal, booked it while we were doing this training. I'm like, dang it, Marnie just took that one. That's what I
yeah.
remember.
Yep, I'm like, I'm going. That's it. So yeah, this was Disney World during COVID we went to because I remember my stepson got mad at us for going and getting everybody sick. And it's like, everybody's wearing masks. They opened this parks up, so it's but but yeah,
Here's
so
what I'm here to tell you. Our governor was screaming at everybody, don't go to Florida, don't go to Florida. We went to Florida and I was like, nobody tell Andy. And we had Navarre Beach at the Pearl, the pool to ourselves 2 days.
yep.
So I was like, nobody tell Andy, but we're going to Florida.
I went to during that
Yeah,
time when yelling not to. I went 4 times that year and I didn't get COVID any of them. So
exactly. So look over
We
here. You can
we
do
never
this.
had it.
Yeah, you can do the search also. Filter it. So let's see, does it show here all inclusive? You can search RCI,
What
vacation.
I like, I just looked up one, like at the very beginning. You keep on trucking with what you're doing. I'm just
Uh-huh.
going to, for the video, you can search where it says by location. You can put Florida, and then you can view the map and look all over Florida. That is awesome. Well,
Okay.
I didn't want you to stop doing what you were
Oh, that's
doing.
fine. I was just showing over to the side. You can do
And
a
then
filter.
click on the view map right there. So now you can look everywhere in Florida. That's what I like.
Nice. All right.
So you can just take your hand and move the map around. And like you can get some on the coast because there's one over on Cocoa Beach. So if you move, yeah, right there, 231.
Dang.
Yeah, on Cocoa Beach.
In
Well,
September
this one's Daytona, but
for 2 people, 4 people. Yeah, I don't
this one
understand.
in October, it's just Saturday to Monday, but it's for 4 people and it's 231.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, right here.
It's probably just 2 nights they haven't filled to this point, and so yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
I do want to say one thing too for the recording because Stacy told me this. You have to check in on the day they tell you, but if you don't want it for 8 nights, you don't have to stay the 8 nights. You can check out anytime you want, but you have to check in on the day that it shows.
The day. Okay.
Because a
Perfect.
lot of people, they don't want to stay the whole 8 days, but it's $230,
Okay.
so
All right. So I know we have another training coming up. Does anybody have any questions? You want me to check anything else? Let me know, but it's definitely a great opportunity. And like I said, here Sheraton in Orlando. Let's check that one. $500 commission. This is for 4 people over 4th of July. Look at that. So that's a really good one. So again, 400, for the entire week. So that's a good one to do a mock booking. Anybody want to go to Disney World for 4th of July? And us as agents get your free tickets. And now you got $400 for the entire week for 4 people. You can't beat it. So that's a selling point, if you want to do, mentorship, it's like, look at this. This is a great one to share if you're doing prospecting. Um,
Well, that's something that I was sharing with my son. He um, called last night and was like, "Hey, Mom, can you help us book a Disney trip?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it." And they're wanting to go to Disney World in Florida, and I'm like, "But you know what would even be better is if you were an agent, you would get free tickets, you would get discounted trip." And they're like, "So tell us more about this."
and
So anyway, but hey, they haven't done, I sent them the 3-minute video, but they haven't said anything back to me. But so let me verify. Our commission now goes through Archer on this, correct?
correct. So you'll fill out your commission form. So when you book it, in this particular case, that's our price. But like in this case, if it's your family, you can sell it to them for that. I mean, you could sell it to
Okay.
anybody for that. But if you want to make money, you have up to $503 to add to it. And then
Okay.
if you do that, fill out your commission form.
Look
And
how high
also, Spirit, huh?
look how high that jumped when you added that commission.
Yeah, 500, that's 900. I know. So I wonder why, because it went to 1600, the price. Huh.
Yeah, it's like an extra $1,200.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't understand that either, Amanda. I don't
Mhm.
understand that because go take it back down all the way. It was 415.
Yep,
Yeah. So you would think if you had $200 commission that the price would go up to 615, but
right.
that's not how it works.
No. Nope. When you do the max commissions, it's coming up to the full price, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand.
1641. Yep, 1641. So this price here is full commission, this 500. So yeah, that's strange because we'll have to check on that. Maybe we'll
Can
send a message.
you can you pause the recording real quick?
Uh-huh. I just wanted to say real quick for Elizabeth, if your son travels with Spirit, he can do that training and get the Spirit discounted price and free bag carry-on or free bag check-in with Spirit. So that's what I did when I went to Disney World, and that's what I did when I got it for 750 for 8 people going to Disney World for their flights on Spirit.
Wow.
But let me go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what.
All right, guys. So lots of great information here. So make sure to reach out and ask questions. We have trainings all the time, but definitely start doing those mock bookings. This one's a great one to do. Have a great day, everybody, and we will be posting this on our website. So thank you for attending. And as we always say, you're in business for yourself and not by yourself. And if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we will see you at the bank. Bye, guys. Thank you.